a bit soggy, but that certainly hasn't deterred this fan base. A great crowd on hand to battle the raindrops at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Indianapolis Colts and the Tennessee Titans. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Taylor to start the drive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. To throw is Brady. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
They're certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. Now Brady. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. And taken right at the 35. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And it'll be Titan football. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. On the ground is Jacobs to start the drive. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And that'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Back to throw, Tannehill. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Here we go. Block.
On 4th down, Tannehill. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And that will force a turnover on downs. So they give it up just on their side of midfield. And, yeah, I mean, a surprising decision there to go for that.
Must have a lot of confidence in his defense. Must feel like, hey, we're in great shape here because our defense can hold them because they're really outside of field goal range now. All right, the opposite team. So if you hold them here, you haven't given up any points. You may give up a punt and you're pinned down a little bit, but must have thought it was an okay spot to go for it and decided to be aggressive.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing now is Brady. Had his his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake, third down.
He'll definitely say that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
The first down line at the 34 here on third down. Now Brady. Got a man. It's complete to Jelani Woods. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. First and 10, Taylor now. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. These two teams met in Nashville earlier in the year with the Titans coming away victorious. So a win here in Nashville will give them the season series. On 2nd and 9, Brady. Able to hook up with Williams here on the out route. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 19. Brady now to throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
I'd say that he learned from his costly red zone pick earlier in the game because this time he puts the throw away from where any defender can make a play on it. Unfortunately, he also sailed it over his intended target, and that doesn't work out well either.
To throw again on 2nd down, Brady. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
With his height, that's exactly where you want to put it for him. But even that throw was a little tall to connect for the touchdown.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down. On third down, here's Taylor. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. On for the field goal try, Jonathan Garibay. This from 36 yards out. Garibay's kick is good. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So after drive number 3 here, we have a score, and it's 3 points after the field goal.
I would say the feeling out process for both these teams, I'd say it's over, partner. Everyone understands what's going on now. You've kind of probed a little bit. Now you want to start throwing the big shots. First 3 points up on the board could be significant.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they want to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on 4th down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. They find some open field here. But he will finally be taken down, but not before he gets it to the Colts' 12-yard line. 52 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And a quick throw here that's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second and 3 with the ball sitting on the 5. A handoff. Jacobs running to the left. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal.
Now, that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
And now a sneak, Tannehill. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Ryan Tannehill scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Titans have moved out in front. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on the calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They got to take care of business first.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. They'll find Williams on the slant. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the 1st down.
Hey, go 66.
Brady to throw for it on 4th down. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. Finding room at midfield. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Brady. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Brady. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. Down inside the 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jelani Woods. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are once again back in front. Extra point up and good by Garibay. And the lead is now 10-7. Garibay back out there now to send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And it's a unit last drive They did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
Running left, Taylor. And some room to work. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Again, it's Taylor. And he will be out of bounds with a first down as they will have a 1st and goal on the other side of the 2-minute warning. They'll run here with Taylor. Trying to ram his way in, but they're going to hold him back at the goal line. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead.
In as many coaches' meetings as we sit in, we hear the word finish all the time, don't we? And on that play, the back actually finished getting into the end zone, breaking the last tackle. Tried to wrap up, tried to use the proper technique, just wasn't able to get it done.
Garibay back out there now to send this one away. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Let's go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So after 3 drives and 3 touchdowns combined between these two clubs, finally we get a defensive stop.
Yes, and welcome to the party, defensive players. And glad to have you, because for a while there, it almost felt like it was 11 going downfield on air. Okay, so to be able to have someone come up, make a stop, now we got a football game going.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's Hines. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Brady. And his throw here is incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
Here's Brady. And he'll find Pittman. And the Colts are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. They'll look to run with Taylor. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point up and good by Garibay. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Jonathan Garibay will kick off.
Garibay back out there now to send this one away. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. So we come to halftime here with the visiting Colts taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now they pitch to Jacobs. And he'll be tackled at the 45 following a gain of just 2.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 82 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
On third down, here comes Jacobs. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Tannehill. Throw right side, going to be caught by Higbee. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Here's Tannehill. And that is incomplete.
In a game that hasn't gone your way, you've got to throw in the end zone at every opportunity and hopefully climb back in as much as possible. He put way too much on that throw, though, and that shot ends up with nothing.
The slot man in motion right. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he is going to pick up the Titans' first down. It's a gain of 12 on 4th. They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the third time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. From the red zone now, Tannehill. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Throwing on 2nd and long. Tannehill. This is caught. It's Woods. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. Here's Jacobs. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Here's Tannehill. Pushes him over. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jacobs. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now. Tannehill keeps on the sneak. And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Ryan Tannehill with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Titans have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Pull it good on the extra point. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Now all of a sudden we've got an interesting game here. You just saw them go down and score a touchdown. And what was a comfortable lead at halftime It's down to a two-score game.
And so the obvious thought is they've got to ramp things back up again. Got to get the offense into high gear. But we've seen this before when you've kind of been in shutdown mode for a while thinking that you're okay. It's hard to mash the gas again and have everything work perfectly. They've got to fashion together a good drive right here and now.
Because defensively, got to be feeling confident. They haven't allowed a point this half. Now on 2nd and 13. Brady, a quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Brady's throw on 3rd down there is incomplete.
That's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
That's pulled in at the 32. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Now a 1st down throw, Tannehill. Over the middle, complete. That's Jacobs. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 17-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Tannehill. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Maybe a free play here for Tannehill. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
Jacobs going to try the middle. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Running the slant, that's Robert Woods. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
So after the penalty, here's 2nd and 3. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal. They'll run it with Jacobs. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Tannehill. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
The nice thing is that you've still got all your timeouts, so the middle of the field, that should still be an option, especially if you see the defenders pinching the sideline. You can run a little seam route right here and pick up some nice yardage.
Here's Tannehill. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers, anyone who's going to lay down a block. Don't let there be penetration, because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
Brady's throw going into the hands of Williams. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. They'll try the left side with Taylor. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Second down, another run with Taylor. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
They turn to Taylor on 4th. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. A couple more minutes, and maybe the outcome of this one, Charles, would have been different. But ultimately, time runs out on the comeback, so it falls short. And they hold on to win this by just 1 possession.
Not the fourth quarter they wanted, but they did earn the win, and they'll be happy about that, and they should be. Now they're going to go back to practice, see what they can do to prevent a future lead from slipping away like this one was.
So for Indianapolis, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Atlanta Falcons come to town.